Before entering into the topic of theory of projection, we are going to see the objects of different dimensions. First, 2D shapes. These shapes should be flat and do not have any depth. That is, they have only two dimensions, which are length and width. We can create 2D shapes using thin materials like paper, or 2D shapes can be drawn on a paper or a computer screen. Because both the paper and a computer screen have planar surfaces, that is flat 2D surfaces. In addition to length and width, three-dimensional objects have the third dimension as height or depth or thickness. They are called as solids. Whatever the objects surround you in the real-time environment are nothing but 3D objects. They can be made by using the materials such as wood, metal, plastic, etc. But how do you draw a 3D object on a 2D planar surface like paper? This is what we are going to see in this video. In engineering, 3D objects and structures are represented graphically on a 2D media such as paper, screen, etc. The act of obtaining the image of an object is termed as projection. I will explain this with an example. There is an 3D object in this room. Assume it is floating on air instead of resting on floor. The object is a rectangular prism. There is a person who is standing in one corner of the room and observing the object. We can name him as observer. Now, what are you seeing is the observer's eye. It is also termed as station point. When the observer is looking at the object, his eye and the object's boundary are connected by imaginary light rays. They are called as lines of sight or projectors. These light rays have fallen on the whiteboard after touching the object's boundary. That is, the light rays trace the 3D object and project it to the whiteboard in the form of 2D shape. Here, the whiteboard acts as a plane of projection and the projected image to the board is named as view. It is also called as projection. In this projection, lines of sight appear to converge towards a single point called the station point. That's why the projected view size is not equal to object size. When the object is placed in between the observer and plane of projection, then view size is larger than the object size. When plane of projection is placed in between the observer and object, then the view size is smaller than the object size. This type of projection is called as perspective projection. This projection never gives the correct object size on the projected view. So, engineers do not use perspective projection in engineering drawing, but artists can do. You can see this room is nothing but a perspective view. The size of room converges towards the inner side. So, perspective projection gives the drawing a realistic appearance. Hence, artists prefer this projection to show the environment in their paintings. It is very important to record a 3D object as a 2D drawing in a paper without changing its dimensions. Orthographic projection is a right choice for doing so. Ortho means 90 degree or perpendicular. That is, in this projection method, all the projection lines are perpendicular to the plane of projection. In other words, these lines are parallel to each other. There are many types of projections. They are broadly classified into two types: parallel projection and perspective projection. Parallel projection can be classified as orthographic projection and oblique projection. Orthographic projection is further classified as multi-view projection and axonometric projection. There are four types in multi-view projection: first angle, second angle, third angle and fourth angle projection. But among the four, only first angle and third angle projection systems can be used. Similarly, there are three types in axonometric projection: isometric, dimetric, and trimetric. Oblique projection, the other type of parallel projection, can be further classified as cabinet, cavalier, and military. The other major type, perspective projection, can be classified as 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and curvilinear projection. But as per Anna University syllabus, you have to study only 3 projections. They are multi-view and isometric in orthographic projection and 1 point method in perspective projection. Perspective projection uses converging projectors and shows the projected view as a 3D object. Orthographic projection uses parallel projectors. Multi-view orthographic projection creates multiple 2D views of the 3D object such as front view, top view, side view, etc. Whereas isometric projection shows the projected view as a 3D object. That's why it has got the actual dimension what the real object has. But both perspective and isometric represents a 3D object in 2D paper as a 3D view. That is, the drawing looks like 3D but not real 3D. We can never draw a 3D object on a planar surface. These 3D lookalike views can be called as 2.5D. 3D objects can be drawn only in a computer using a CAD software. Now let us see 4 basic drawing entities before getting into the syllabus coverage. Point is a dimensionless entity. It has no dimensions. Line. It is a single dimensional entity because it has only length. Plane. Plane has length and width. Hence, it is called as 2-dimensional shape. The last one is solid, a 3-dimensional object. In addition to length and width, it has the 3rd dimension, height. Let us see what are the topics covered by the syllabus. First half of the Unit 1 covers the plane curves. In this topic, you are going to learn how to draw basic geometries such as ellipse, parabola, etc. Second half of the Unit 1 covers freehand sketching. Here, you will learn how to represent machine elements and other structures in orthographic projection without using any drawing instruments. That is, drawing 2D views using freehand. In second unit, you will learn how to draw 2-dimensional views of point, line and plane surfaces using orthographic projection. Also, third unit deals the representation of solids as 2D views in orthographic projection. Again, the same orthographic projection is used in fourth unit, but in addition to orthographic projection, you will learn sectioning concept in the first half and a development concept in the second half. Isometric projection is in the first half of the fifth unit, whereas the other half covers the perspective projection. Now, you can understand the major portion that you are going to study in engineering graphics covers these 3 projections. In the next video, we will see orthographic projection in detail and 4 quadrants. Please share this video to your friends. To get more engineering graphics videos, subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon. Thank you for watching.